How to blow dry hair to create volume. In a world full of complicated hair tricks, getting your hair to look fuller is as simple as, well, washing your hair and plugging in your hairdryer. You will need a head of wet hair, a heat protective serum, a volumizing product, a blow dryer with a diffuser and nozzle, a few hair clips, a large rounded hairbrush, and some hairspray. Optional, a volumizing shampoo and a volumizing conditioner. Step 1. Gently blot your hair dry with a towel. Wash your hair with a volumizing shampoo and a little light conditioner for the best results. Step 2. Apply a heat protective serum to your hair according to the product directions. Step 3. With your fingers, work in a volumizing product according to its directions. Choose a volumizing product based on your hair type or the look you're trying to achieve. Step 4. Attach the diffuser to your blow dryer and bend over to dry the roots of your hair upside down for a moment on a medium heat and speed. For an extra boost at the roots, massage your scalp in small circular motions, clockwise and counterclockwise. Step 5. Stand upright and part a line around the back of your head from ear to ear and clip the top section of hair up. Step 6. Replace the diffuser with a nozzle. Step 7. Pull a lock of hair from the lower section and place a large rounded brush under it near your scalp. Step 8. Blow dry the hair from just above the brush as you rotate it, pulling your hair out and away from your scalp. For extra volume, over-direct your hair, pull and dry it for a moment in the opposite direction from where it will ultimately fall. Step 9. Continue drying one lock of hair at a time until the lower section of hair is completely dry, then repeat with the top section. Step 10. Spritz your hair with hairspray, concentrating at the roots. Now you've really pumped up the volume. Did you know Aerosmith's 1987 hit Dude Looks Like a Lady was inspired by the long tresses of hair metal rockers Motley Crue? How to blow dry your hair straight. Ever wonder how models and actresses get that super sleek hair? This is how. You will need a head of wet hair, a towel, some heat protective serum, straightening balm, hair clips, a blow dryer with a nozzle, a boar bristle brush, and some silicone-based gloss. Optional, a straightening iron. Step 1. Gently blot your hair dry with a towel. Blot as much water out as possible. The less time you can spend blow drying, the less chance your hair will frizz. Step 2. Apply a heat protective serum to your hair according to the product directions. Step 3. Work a quarter-sized dollop of straightening balm evenly through your damp hair with your fingertips. Step 4. Part a line around the back of your head from ear to ear and clip the top section of hair up. Step 5. Further divide the lower section into smaller sections to dry one at a time. If time is not an issue, you can divide your hair into 1-inch sections. The thinner the sections, the sleeker your hair will be in the end. Step 6. Blow dry a single small section at high heat and speed, with the nozzle of the dryer directing the air down from the roots toward the tips. Step 7. Run a boar bristle brush down the section as you are drying it. Step 8. Brush and blow dry each section, moving on to the next only when the previous one is completely dry. Step 9. When the lower section of hair is dry, begin drying the top section of hair, again drying one small section of it at a time. If your hair is super curly, use a straightening iron too. Step 10. Run some silicone-based gloss through your hair to add extra shine to your chic, sleek locks. Did you know? In 1925, the first handheld hairdryer weighed 2 pounds and delivered only 100 watts of power. How to blow dry curly hair. Transform that tumbleweed do into bouncy, beautiful Botticelli curls. You will need a towel, protective heat serum, a wide-toothed comb, styling gel, styling cream, and a blow dryer with a diffuser. Step 1. Gently blot your hair dry on a towel. Never rub it back and forth. This will destroy the curl and set you on the path to frizz. Blot out as much water as possible. The less time you can spend blow drying, the less chance your hair will frizz. Step 2. Apply a little heat protective serum to your hair, concentrating on the ends. Step 3. Apply a bit of styling gel to the roots of your hair and work a little styling cream from the middle of the strands to the ends with a wide-toothed comb. Step 4. Taking a few locks of hair at once, twist small sections from the root to the end, creating a series of smooth, twirled locks. Let them fall naturally. Step 5. Attach the diffuser to your blow dryer and turn it on at a medium heat and a low speed. Step 6. Tilt your head and gently lift a section of hair against the diffuser. When it's nearly dry, move on to another section. To keep the curls intact, refrain from touching your hair as much as possible. Style the curls when they're still damp, then hands off. Step 7. If you want a little extra volume, bend over and dry your hair upside down for a moment, gently massaging your scalp in small circles. Step 8. Stand up, flip your hair back, and check out your tousled tresses. You can look, but don't touch. Did you know your hair grows faster in warm weather?
How to buy a hairdryer. With so many hairdryers on the market, you need to find out which ones will give you and your hairstyle a head start on the competition. You will need multiple settings, the latest technology, attachments, an appropriate weight, and a budget. Step 1. Look for a dryer with at least 1800 watts. If your hair is thick, buy a dryer that has closer to 2000 watts. Dryers with more than 2000 watts can burn your scalp. Step 2. Consider a dryer with multiple speed and heat settings. A blow dryer with a cool shot button will seal the cuticle and lock in your style. Step 3. Take advantage of dryer technology, such as ionic, ceramic, and tourmaline dryers, all of which promise silky, frizz-free strands in a fraction of normal drying time. Step 4. Look for dryer attachments for curly or straight hair. A concentrator attachment will yield straight strands, while a large circular diffuser attachment will keep curls intact and add body. Step 5. Think about the weight of the dryer. Weights range from half a pound to 3 pounds. Opt for a lighter model if you have long or thick hair, or if you dry your hair frequently. Step 6. Compare prices. Moderately expensive dryers in the $20 to $80 range have a variety of settings, and many offer ionic and ceramic technology. Consider a professional dryer, costing $100 or more, which will last longer if you straighten your hair on a regular basis. Inexpensive models in the $5 to $20 range are best if you rarely use a dryer or have very short hair. Did you know? Ionic dryers release negatively charged ions that bond with positively charged water droplets on the hair, breaking them down more quickly.
How to create a faux bob hairstyle. Short hair is a big commitment. If you want to give it a try before going all the way, create this faux look. You will need a hairdryer, a flat iron, protective serum, hairspray, bobby pins, and a curling iron. Optional, volumizer and electric rollers. Step 1. Wash and blow dry your hair. If you are going for a straight bob look, use a flat iron with protective serum to straighten your hair. Apply a little hairspray to help hold your hair in place. If you have ultra-fine hair, consider using a volumizing product and/or large electric rollers to poof up your hair a bit. Step 2. Pull back all of the hair behind your ears and create a few loose sections. Step 3. Roll each section individually around your finger and pin it up and under with bobby pins that match your hair color. Create the angled bob look by pinning the back sections a little higher than the side sections. Step 4. Curl the layers you've left hanging. Spray your entire head with hairspray. Muss the faux bob gently and you've got a genuine looking bob without committing to chopping off your hair. Did you know, around 1915, ballroom dancer Irene Castle debuted her new hairdo, cut strictly for convenience. This new style, dubbed the Castle Bob, started an enormous trend among women in the 1920s.
How to curl hair. Turn your head into a cascade of curls with these instructions. You will need unwashed hair, hot rollers, hairspray, and a wide-tooth comb. Optional, a blow dryer, and Velcro rollers. Step 1. Start with hair that hasn't been washed for a day or two. The curls hold better that way. Plug in your hot rollers. Step 2. Starting with the hair on the top center of your head, closest to your forehead, wrap 1-inch sections of hair around each roller, rolling it back away from the face from ends to roots, and secure with a clip. Continue until the center strip of your scalp is done, like a mohawk. If your rollers come in different sizes, use the biggest ones for the top of your head, the middle ones on the side, and the smallest ones on the bottom pieces. Step 3. Wrap the hair on each side of your head, angling the rollers vertically to create spiral curls. Step 4. Use the remaining rollers on the bottommost layers of hair. Lightly spray your entire head with hairspray. No hot rollers? Use Velcro rollers and give each one a 5-second blast of hot air from your dryer after you roll it into the hair to set. Leave them in for about 15 minutes. Step 5. Wait until the hot rollers are completely cool, about 20 minutes, before carefully removing them. Step 6. Gently arrange the curls with your fingertips, then freeze the desired style with hairspray. If the curls are too tight, run a wide-tooth comb through them to loosen. Did you know? In 2009, Australian medical researchers discovered the gene that influences whether people of European descent have curly or straight hair.
How to cut a boy's hair. It's easier, quicker, and cheaper to cut your child's hair than to bring him to a stylist. So why not just do it yourself? You will need hair cutting scissors, an eye-level height seat for your child, a video distraction, a towel to cover his neck, a spray bottle, and a fine-tooth comb. Optional, a sheet. Hair cutting scissors are sharp, so handle them carefully and keep them out of your child's reach. Step 1. Use scissors specifically made for hair cutting. You may want a few different types for different cutting needs. Beveled blades are best for layered cuts because they have one serrated edge. Short blades make it easier to trim around the ears and the back of the neck, and long blades are good for thick hair. Step 2. Sit your child somewhere that puts his head near your eye level, like on a countertop or a stool. Just make sure he's in no danger of falling. You can also sit him on the floor on top of a sheet and kneel behind him. Step 3. Keep him from getting squirmy by putting on a favorite TV show or DVD. Step 4. Put a towel around his neck. Then, dampen his hair with a spray bottle and comb it through. Step 5. Bend his neck forward so he's bowing his head and comb the hair above the neck straight down, stopping at the desired length. Flip the comb up toward you, place the hair between your index and middle fingers, and snip the ends in a straight line. Repeat until all the hair above the neck is the same length. Keep in mind that curly hair dries up to 2 inches shorter, so trim accordingly. Step 6. Next, tackle the top. Start at the back and work your way forward, stopping at the bangs. Comb a 1-inch thick section of hair straight up, pulling it tight between your index and middle fingers. Slide your fingers up to the length you want and snip. Step 7. Move on to the bangs. Have him hold his head straight and close his eyes. Then, comb the hair down over his forehead and trim a 1/4 inch wide section of hair in the middle of the forehead. Use this as your guide to cut the bangs on either side, holding the hair between your index and middle fingers. Step 8. For the sides, go from top to bottom and back to front. Taking sections of hair no bigger than 1 inch wide, comb the hair and pull it tight between your index and middle fingers. Slide your fingers down the hair to the length you want and snip the hair that's below your fingers. For a more natural look, hold the hair in your fingers vertically and cut with the scissors held vertically, the tip pointing up. Step 9. Take a step back and look at the big picture to make sure you haven't missed any spots. Now show him how good his hair looks and be sure to thank him for being such a good client. Did you know blondes have more hair follicles than brunettes and redheads have the fewest?